Yamaha presents the Whitetail Diaries, chronicling hunting adventures of the most plentiful and intelligent big game animal in North America. Join top whitetail hunters nationwide and embark on the amazing adventure that is hunting the whitetail deer.
Well, that's one pretty big full moon sitting right up there to above my head. That's about as bright and as full as it's going to get. But it's opening day here in Texas, and opening day, there's a lot of different in opening days, based on what type of means and methods you're hunting with, whether it's a rifle, your bow, whatever it may be, shotguns, muzzleloaders for different parts of all across the nation. But here in Texas, October, the first Saturday generally is our opening bow season, unless you're on some of the Parks and Wildlife managed plans, and then you can hunt with anything. And so we're going to be going out today, and we're going to be using a crossbow. We've got a TenPoint VAPOR here, but it's got something really special on top of it. It's got the new Garmin Xero crossbow sight, and this is cutting edge technology that even surpasses what you see as the Garmin Xero bow sight. So for people that are crossbow hunters, you've got an ability now to range your target that you're shooting at right away at any distance, right by your trigger finger. And I mean, there's no guessing, there's no worrying about lines all across your scope like you see on a lot of crossbow scopes. I mean, it's gonna, basically give you your exact pin that you're looking to shoot. So we're gonna unveil that. This will be one of the first hunts that's ever been done with the Garmin Xero. So hopefully we'll see some action. As far as the hunting conditions right now, we got a really mild morning, for opening day here in Texas. I'm gonna guess that it's probably about 55 right now, which is pretty cool. The temperatures are gonna climb up into the low 80s today. We do have that full moon to contend with. The deer are definitely gonna be on their feet all night long, but we know kind of where they like to feed, and we're gonna be above them where they're gonna be coming to bed, and they're gonna be working up some draw. So if you can kind of imagine this, and we're gonna fly the drone over it, there's a big field down here, and there's a couple of ponds, and then you go up this little mountain, and on top of that mountain is a key bedding area, and we've had great success up there in the past for opening days in various situations. This time we're gonna be on the ground near some persimmon areas. We're gonna throw a little bit of corn out. That's what you do here in Texas, kind of scatter some deer out, and I think we're gonna see a lot of deer.
Now, after the break, we'll be back in the pop-up about an hour after Wade spooked those deer earlier. Will a shooter show back up, or will it be something else? The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Yamaha's proven off-road ATVs and side-by-side vehicles. Garmin Xero, leave the guesswork behind. TenPoint Crossbows, perfection lives here.
Inside every Yamaha lives the heart and soul of a competitor. The DNA of a champion. When you ride with us, it revs your heart and becomes a part of you too.
Trade hours for seconds.
To me, the Performance Center by Smith & Wesson means taking the best and making it better. Regardless if I'm passing on the traditions of hunting or teaching someone new about the outdoors, I know that using a Performance Center handgun will be something they will remember for the rest of their lives. Every model comes with an awesome trigger. They're reliable in all the conditions, as well as offering a variety of sight and scope mounting capabilities. The Performance Center by Smith & Wesson. Performance when it matters most.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. Wade's hunting in a pop-up blind on opening weekend in Texas with the all-new Garmin Xero X1i crossbow scope, equipped on a TenPoint VAPOR RS470 Crossbow. He recently got busted, but things have calmed down again, and the deer are starting to trickle back in.
Big body deer. Looking right at us right now. He's quartering towards me too much. Okay, you good? He's dead. He's dead. He's gonna die right over there. Holy cow. That's the same group of three that came through earlier that kind of busted me. I think it is, at least. I mean, I know that one was in that group, and we were just sitting there, you know, they saw me or I heard me or something, and they kind of blew and took off, and it's about 20 minutes later, and the three bucks came back and never saw the does again, kind of milled around. They were super nervous, but he kind of got behind that tree right there and gave me, I mean, a perfect broadside shot. It was a 30-yard shot. You can actually see it right in there, target locked, the whole 9 yards, what we were doing. And it's the first time I've got to hunt with the Garmin Xero crossbow scope. Opening day in Texas, filled the freezer. I mean, we're gonna eat good, backstraps and hamburgers and everything, and what a great hunt. I get so excited about opening day all the time. Anytime we get to go, it doesn't matter what state, what we're hunting with, and there's just that anticipation and excitement. And sometimes the opening morning hunts work good, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's an adventure, and on opening day for me, it's about always filling the freezer, having a good experience and a good hunt. And with this site here, we were just, I could see it target locked. It acquires everything. There's no guessing the circles, the lines, anything that's going on. And he was kind of behind for me, not from the camera angle. There's one mesquite there. We've actually trimmed a few pieces off of it. He was kind of on the left side of it, but I could see the vitals perfect. That bolt out of this vapor just straight through him. That's pretty awesome right there. Double lung right there. That's what you're looking for. Good morning. It's about 30 minutes after the shot, roughly. We're gonna go down here where we took the shot at. You know, we had a cool little pop-up set up here this morning, really blended into these old persimmon bushes and a big oak tree behind us. You know, after I hit the deer, he ran dead off that direction. I can't think he, went too far till he expired on that shot right there. So we're gonna get to the tracking part right now. Didn't even see it. Let's lay this down right here. I mean, that's a total pass through. You can see the blood and everything from the lighted knock, you know what I mean? It expanded perfect, comes all the way through. Look at all the blood there. Ripped that fletching. I mean, it just blasted all the way through him. I shot him along the edge of that brush right there. You can see the pop-up behind there. And then you kind of follow this line right through here, you can see. And then he took off running dead that direction there. So, I mean, after I hit him, he got a little turn and zipped around. That's probably some of his tracks. We'll pick up the blood right there, but you know, that's exactly what you're looking for right there. I mean, that is all perfect. That's gonna be a nice double lunger. I think he's dead right up here. I'm fairly sure I'm right on the trail right in here. Now we can start getting loud, folks. There he is right there. I didn't think that deer probably would go more than 100 yards. It looks like he went maybe 60 yards from where we hit him. I mean, this is a catch me out right here if you're gonna go. This combination right here with the vapor, the speed, the power, kinetic energy, and now this new Garmin Xero that will dial it in for you. Let's get up there and get our hands on him. Fill the freezer. Stories to tell around deer camp. I think we knocked the first one down before anybody else. Look at that buck right there. I mean, devastation. You can see the devastation from here on that. That's crushing one right there. Look at them chocolate antlers. Look at those chocolate antlers. I mean, running dead from the moment we hit him. Sorry about him being as bloody as he is, folks, but that's part of the hunting right there. That's so cool. Look at that guy. That little kicker right out there. Great browse, chocolate tines, great Texas, you know, middle part of Texas here, up along the Colorado River at the windlets. That's usually where we try to open our season up every year, and this is awesome. I mean, picture perfect. Great way to start a hunting season right there. I just love it. Everything about this doesn't get any better right there.
When we return, we continue our field testing of the new Garmin Crossbow sight as we climb high up in a tree stand for a late afternoon hunt. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Stealth Cam digital scouting cameras, proven. Conquest Sense, Hunt Sense, and Dog Training Sense. High-vis shooting systems. See what you've been missing.
There's no feeling like it. When you've prepped the gear, done the research, found the spot, nailed the presentation, and now there's only one thing left to do. Keep fishing. So gear up with all the best fishing gear. Only at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Shop in-store or online.
Shorter, faster, never felt better. At 26.5 inches long and 440 feet per second, the Havoc RS440 is the fastest, most comfortable compact crossbow ever. Available with the all-new Garmin Xero range-finding scope. Exact aim, any distance. Range, aim, and deliver at 440 feet per second. The all-new Havoc RS440 and Havoc RS440 Xero from TenPoint.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton.
Right now, we're dealing with you know, temperatures in the 80s, probably low 80s right now, wind out of the south, southeast at 15, maybe gusting to 20, kind of a high bluebird situation, and we're right in the middle of a full moon. I mean, the moon pretty much cannot be brighter. It's this once in a blue moon kind of feeling right now. And in that situation, based on years of experience, we know that the deer are bedding up along these ridges and high places, in and around these live oaks, cool areas, you know, nice and cool. But as the sun begins to set and the shade gets longer down in the bottoms, that's where those deer are going to go to. That's where they're going to work their way down to feed on you know, different vegetation, or if you've got a feeding program going on, it could be around a man-made source. They could be looking for water in a nearby creek. And we know that because we've done it a lot in this area and others, and we've seen that pattern be successful. And in this case, we're going to climb way up in a tree. I mean, we're really high in this tree, 22, 23 feet up. Now, I'm hunting with a crossbow, so I got to get them out there in a pretty good close-up area. The crossbow I'm hunting with is a TenPoint VAPOR with a Garmin Xero scope on there that we're field testing it. We're learning about it right now. We're learning about all the nuances to it. It's very dynamic, it's very easy to use, and it's deadly accurate. I mean, you've got a menu-driven system that allows you to set it up to whatever bow speed that you're shooting, whether you're shooting a slow one or fast one. But then once you get it all mounted and dialed in, you can adjust the colors of the reticle, you know, whatever you're looking at doing, and the data screen that's available there and what it tells you and how to assist you in hunting. I mean, it puts you in a position to really have an ethical, clean harvest every time you pull the trigger. Just a matter of sitting here watching and waiting. That's all you can do. Wait for the deer. Sometimes they show, sometimes they don't. Smoked him. Perfect shot right there. I mean, absolutely perfect. That buck kind of came sliding in. We had 2 or 3 other bucks that had came out here around us, and that was a buck that we had on camera that we knew we really liked. He's got really cool brow tines that kind of grow together, dark antlers. I love those darker antlers like that. And we had 2 or 3 other deer out here feeding, and he came in and pushed him off totally. He's dominant. and we passed on a young 9-point that was a phenomenal big frame deer that we really liked for the future. But that, I mean, that deer there. As soon as I saw him coming through the brush, I was like, Kevin, that's shooter right there all day long. He kind of built around. I didn't shoot him after I first ranged him because you could see his leg was back, and you know, this will blow right through that. But when they're calm like that and they're feeding, you think you've got a time, let them get that leg forward and open up. It just gives you so much more vitals. And I mean, blood's just pouring out of that deer as he's running off. I mean, he's going to be dead right over there by that pond. So that was awesome right there. I mean, you know, we're shooting that TenPoint VAPOR right here, the RS470 with the Garmin Xero crossbow sight. We're really, you know, it's a field testing endeavor for us right now. We're actually shooting these for the first time. They haven't come out on the market. Now, by the time you see this, it's going to have been well launched, but you talk about fun to shoot with. I mean, it ranges everything. You get to, you know, choose it, it'll lock the target, gives you the, I mean, you're just perfect every time. There's so many features built into this that you can adjust, but I mean, blood pouring out of that deer right there. Filling the freezer and putting another one in the man cave. That was cool right there.
Well, coming up, we'll follow along with Wade as he tracks his deer, and we'll share our final thoughts when it comes to the new Garmin Xero X1i crossbow scope. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Smith & Wesson. Walkers, protect it or lose it. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
I love my Fusion wireless camera.
Is the easiest cell cam I've ever set up.
Download the command app.
Scan the QR code.
Everything's done on your phone.
All kinds of affordable and different data plans.
For as little as $5 a month, you can have your trail cam pictures sent right to your cell phone.
You can go into the app, you can change all the camera settings, you can change all the upload settings, and it's got a feature where you can map out where your cameras are. It shows you when the activity has been in front of your cameras.
Check it out, the Fusion wireless camera from Stealth Cam.
Meet Spintek's sturdiest stand and fill feeder, built on skids to allow for easy transportation. This feeder is perfect for the hunter looking for a convenient stand and fill feeder that has a welded cage system to protect it from hogs, cattle, and other animals. It's also equipped with Spintek's patented spinner unit that locks and seals in corn. Stand and fill up to 700 pounds of corn with ease. Learn more at spintekspreaders.com.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton.
Well, that drove it all the way through. I mean, that is a brutally, I mean, we know the end results of this one just based on watching what happened. Totally went through, blood all the way through. I mean, you can see the blood coming out of the deer when he was running out there. We spent about 20 minutes getting everything out. Down out of there, I've already gone and got the Wolverine. We're gonna walk up and recover this deer. I mean, he should not be very far up there, I wouldn't think. There he is right there. There he is right there. He didn't go too far. I didn't think there'd be much there way that deer could go too far at all. Golly, that's so awesome. That never gets old. Never gets old. He is piled up and done. Man, he's got scars and scratches all over him. So, I mean, that is a fantastic testament to field testing 101 right there. Getting out in the field, trying this new Garmin Xero crossbow scope and all the features on it and showing you everything that it does. We've got it rigged on the VAPOR right here from TenPoint, and this is a combination that it is the best combination you possibly could find if you were a crossbow hunter. There is no question in my mind. I've crossbow hunted for over 15 years now. And I've never seen a combination with this much energy, this much speed, this much accuracy, and you tap all that into the precision shooting you can do with this to know exactly where you're aiming every time. You have a Garmin TenPoint combination that is going to be lights out.
Want to know why the top shooting pros choose Hi-Vis? Hi-Vis has an enormous lineup of sights for every shooting platform possible that are clean looking and easy to mount. Improve your shooting with faster target acquisition and eliminate cross-eyed dominance. Hi-Vis sights are the brightest out there, helping you find your target with ease, no matter the shooting conditions. Choose the best. Choose Hi-Vis and see what you've been missing.
It's in our nature to protect, defending our heritage, our way of life, and the ones we love. It's your right. Don't give it up. Protect it or lose it. Walkers.
From sun up to sundown, day in and day out, we work hard. We play hard. And to keep us going during those long hours, we demand performance. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
God made a deer farmer, a person who stays up at night to save a sick fawn's life, gets up and still goes to work at sunrise. This person works in the heat, the cold, and the rain. He needs to feed his animals, make sure they have water. If the water's frozen, he must break it so they can drink. He needed somebody to collect real scents and smells from deer, to provide hunting scents to the hunters so they could feed their families. So, God made a deer farmer.
Introducing the Hot Series of box blinds, the ultimate box blinds for serious hunters. Insulated steel panels provide unmatched thermal, scent, and noise control. One-hand operable silent windows are designed for archers as well as gun hunters, while a roto-molded roof and window frames keep rain and snow out of the blind. Hawk blinds have the features serious hunters demand and are backed by a limited lifetime warranty, so your investment will last in the field for years to come. All new box blinds by Hawk.